feeling like we's different. You ain't the hustling type, we's different.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose's back in the building. Welcome back to the channel, live and direct, live in effect. Make sure you subscribe to find out what's next. We are here. All right, so first thing first, shout out to my boy the Elitist for always doing this thing. He's been doing this thing this year, killed it, finally got that 1K. Shout out to that boy Elitist. Now, a month or two ago, he made this video. He made this video called Why WWE Should Bring Back Saturday Morning Slam. And I remember Saturday Morning Slam, it was okay at best. It was alright. I don't think WWE should bring it back. I actually been meaning to finish that video. So my fault, leaders. My fault for not finishing the video, but I will get to it. Well, I'll get to it when I get to it. But that video sparked an idea that I've been having for a while now. And I haven't had the time to talk about it, but I seem to have a lot of time now. So I'm going to talk about it now. So my idea for what WWE should bring back, WWE should bring back either Taboo Tuesday or Cyber Sunday. Why? Well, if you remember Taboo Tuesday and Cyber Sunday, Taboo Tuesday made its debut in 2004. So 16 years ago. 16 years ago, goddamn. 16 years ago it made its debut. And it was something above its time. Like, we're talking about in a time where computers and social media wasn't a thing. Like, sure, 2004, I think MySpace was a thing at the time. No. Well, yeah. MySpace was a thing. But it wasn't as big as it got to be later on, like in the next couple of years. But MySpace was available. But even so, that wasn't that big. I mean, that was a big social media platform. But it's not as big as anything is now. Like, look how much we got now. So, back then, it was crazy. Now, the reason why Taboo Tuesday is ahead of its time is because this gave people the ability to vote on what match you want to see, who do you want to see in a match, what type of match, what type of stipulation, what type of referee you want to see, you know, all these specific things, what title you want online, like all these things that you could literally vote on. The only problem is that WWE would choose the opponents. That's the only thing. So if they had it where, you know, let's say hypothetically, let's say Drew McIntyre defends his WWE Championship at Taboo Tuesday or Cyber Sunday, and you can pick the opponent, anybody from the Raw roster, right? Everybody's eligible. If they had it like that, then God only knows who we would see in a match. Like, we could see AJ Styles in the match, Keith Lee in the match, Braun Strowman, Riddle, Jeff Hardy. Like, you can see anybody depending on the fan vote. And that's how big Taboo Tuesday and Cyber Sunday was. Because they were big at a time where social media really wasn't. And the funny thing about it is, the last time Cyber Sunday was a thing was 2008. It literally cut off before social media became huge. Because I think I want to say 2009 or 2010, that's where it started taking off. That's where social media started getting big. To where it is now, social media it's taking over. Like, you got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, you know, Reddit. You know, you got all these types of things. Twitch. Well, Twitch is not a social media thing, but it's something. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much that we have that could help this pay-per-view. Like, you could put voting on anything. Like, you could propose on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, you know, or Twitter. You know, you could do all that. And the amount of votes it would get would be crazy. The only thing is, WWE would have to put it where we all watch it. Like, we all would really be invested in it. I think anybody would be invested in that match. Like, in a pay-per-view like that. Like, where you can choose the opponent. You can choose the match. You can choose what title to be online. You can choose what referee. I think if you give the fans a choice, a chance, and give them a voice, or give them a chance to vote, I think they'd be fine with that. But it all depends. It all depends. The only thing I'm kind of hard about it is that I think WWE will find a way to benefit it on their own. Like, they'll find a way to make it beneficial for themselves versus anything else. As I said, I think WWE will spin it for their own pleasure. Like, for instance, right? Once the voting ends, then they know exactly who's getting what, right? No, let me turn it around. Because the thing is, here's the thing. WWE choose the opponents because they have 3 different scenarios on how things can go. Like, let's say let's go. I'm going back to Cyber Sunday 2007, where Randy Orton had to defend the WWE Championship against either Shawn Michaels, Jeff Hardy, or Mr. Kennedy. Right? There were 3 different scenarios on how that match could have went depending on the opponent. So, Shawn Michaels was picked. You see how it went. That rivalry got extended because of it. I don't know if that rivalry would have been extended had Kennedy or Hardy won. You know what I'm saying? So, it all depends on what they pick and what's going on. So if some way, somehow, right, say Roman Reigns is defending the Universal Championship at Cyber Sunday, and he had 3 opponents. It was either Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, or Daniel Bryan, right? Because those are the only 3 off the top of my head that Roman has been involved with. Those 3. Daniel Bryan wins the vote. He has to win. I think he's more popular than Kevin Owens, even though I think Kevin Owens is popular in his own right. But I think Daniel Bryan wins the vote because I think he's more popular. So Daniel Bryan faces Reigns, right? Boom. They have their match. The scenario's already created because that match could have been picked regardless versus the other 2, which had their own scenarios. So it's like WWE will pick what they pick so they can plan the match ahead. If you put the whole roster as voting choices, that's a lot of scenarios to create. Like, if you want to put this guy versus this guy, you have to figure out if he should win the title that night. Or if you want to put this guy against this guy, we got to figure out if he should win the title that night. Like, there's so much with that. That's what makes it probably a difficult thing for them. But me personally, I think it's not bad. I think that should be a pay-per-view you should bring back. That's actually not bad. Because it was ahead of its time when it came out. And now that social media is so big, I think the feedback would work in a sense, depending on how WWE handles it. But that's what I think. You know, I think they should bring that back. What y'all think? Should they bring back Cyber Sunday, Taboo Tuesday? Probably Cyber Sunday. I don't think Taboo Tuesday would be a thing. But if they do bring it back, is that not a bad idea? I think it's not a bad idea. But we'll see what it is. We'll see what it is. Hopefully I get some feedback on it. But, yeah, as I said, it's been Rose, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love and support, as always. 3 videos in one day. I am tired. But, you know, it is what it is, man. So until next time, peace, love, 100. You heard?